Safety at the Doggett John Deere side of our business is paramount. There's a reason that we ended up embracing the safety culture in the manner that we have. My name is Michael Ortiz. I'm the Executive Vice President for the John Deere operations at Doggett Machinery. No manager wants to ever have an incident to where you have a catastrophic injury or a death. And that's why it's important to me. And like I said, the money, yeah, you know, it hurts sometimes because you sit there and you find something safety related within your organization and you look, we've got to invest in that 15 times over. I mean, it can be something simple like lifting mechanisms or something along those lines. Yeah, but we're not doing what we needed to do. So we need to go in and we need to look at that across all of our operations, and then we need to make that change. And that investment is going to cost this. But you don't make that investment a little bit at a time. When you discover that, you make that investment across the board one time, all at once, regardless of what the expense is. And you know, that's the part that I think it's tough for everybody to understand sometimes when you go down this path. If you go back about, I'm going to say probably 5 or 6 years in our business, we didn't have a very strong safety culture. I hate to admit that, but that's just the way things were. Because we didn't have a strong enough safety culture, we were actually being held out from doing business with some of the customers. 5 years ago, we decided that we were going to make a change in our safety culture here in the Doggett organization. The thing about safety is that you have to start at the very top. If upper level management doesn't embrace a safety culture and say that this is the way that we're going to do things, it doesn't matter how many policies and procedures we put in place, we won't get those things all the way down to the operational level. So as a senior management team, we took the high road. We embraced the safety culture, we supported it, we financed it. We did all of the things that we knew were going to be necessary in order for us to move forward from a safety standpoint. And today I think we've probably got one of the best safety cultures of any John Deere organization out there. We do business in all of the places that we were held out from doing business in the past. And I think it's just become a natural within our organization.
My name is Jared Hyatt. I'm the Director of Health, Safety, Environmental, and Fleet Safety for Doggett Equipment Services Group. You look at why safety is important. Every one of us has a story. Every one of us may have a family or a reason to go home safe, and at the end of the day, that's what it's all about, is making sure that we come to work, do a good job, and we go home the same way we came. We changed the philosophy from the safety first and safety you to really put the ownership on the employee with safety me. That's kind of what our culture is driven around, is that aspect of it's important to me to be safe. And if I'm safe every day, in the long run, it's going to create a safer environment for everyone, rather than assuming that you're going to be safe. So, you know, the safety first is I assume that you're going to do your job and be safe, and then maybe I can relax on that. And we've changed that motto and that culture to be safety me. It really empowers me to do everything I need to do to be safe day in and day out, to go home to my family. It starts with me, but at the end of the day, it's important that as long as I'm being safe, in order for me to be safe, you're going to have to be safe around me. So if I'm seeing you create unsafe acts or have behaviors that are detrimental to the team, we empower all our employees to step up and identify that and correct that. When I was hired on about 5 years ago, we established this safety me culture and put the target 0 into effect. Our injury rates were close to a 5, and our industry average is a 3. Since then, and our culture really being embraced, we've reduced our accidents by over 80%. And our incident rates are under a 1. We're at a 0.87 on a 3-year average. So it's been a tremendous turnaround. We're leading the industry. We're well above our industry average, or I should say well below. We're exceeding that, and our culture of safety me has taken a big impact on all of our employees.
I'm Curtis Sheffield. I'm a lead tech for the Doggett Heavy Machinery Company. Most of the time what we do, we keep the shop clean. That's the number one thing, keeping our shop safe. Get everything organized, laid out, and every Monday morning we do safety meetings. So that way we refresh ourselves from the weekend to keep us in line, make sure we do our job straight. A lot of things have changed. Before we never had really safety meetings, like maybe once a month or every 6 months. It was watching a video every now and then. Now we've gone to every week, updating ourselves, learning new techniques, new safety slings, inspections, data forms that we fill out about what we do every day. And you know, a lot more organization has come in play to keep everything more safe.
Safety starts with me.